3, 2, 1. Okay, hey assholes. Today we are going to do something very different. We are going to play music with ghost notes. Now the first thing we need to do is we got to type out the individual notes of the song that we want to play. The song that we want to play is the lick. And yes, that is the officially correct way to spell the lick. So we're going to be starting on A, just because, okay, we're going to play the lick in A. We got A, B, C, D, da 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 da. I think that's... So not a B, hang on. I don't even know the lick by heart. I'm not a true jazzman. Okay, another B. Da 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 da. And this B is twice as long. So it's basically B. Not. And then G and then A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically 6 times as long. Okay, okay. Well, that is great, my little friend boys. Now we need to find out the individual frequencies of these notes. Right? So, oops, no, not Facebook. That's how you fucking spell frequency. Fucking Z, dumbass, fucking wertloser, fucking Schrott. Kannst du mir fucking sagen, ich möchte, whatever, kann man Tonbezeichnung? Is that it? No, I just wanna fucking, bla 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 bla. Frequenzen, Tonhöhen. So I guess fuck all the non-German people, I suppose. There's a couple of A's. Was zum Liste von Tönen mit Freunden. Okay, fucking saudämlicher, nutzloser Haufen Scheiße, Mann. Als ob ich Zeit für so einen dummen Schwachsinn hätte. Hey, Desktop. Frequenzübersicht, was zum fucking, mal gucken, ob da das ist. Was zum, oh mein Gott. Liste von Tönen mit Frequenz. Nein, nicht Liste von Toten. What the fuck? Liste von Töten habe ich geschrieben. Kein Wunder, dass das nicht funktioniert. So kann es auch nicht funktionieren. Nein, das sind Intervalle, Mann. Ich will nicht die fucking Intervalle. Ich kenne die Intervalle. Ich will die einzelnen Töne. Fucking Hackfresse. Was soll denn diese Scheiße hier? Ja. Leck meinen zu höchsthaarigen Arsch. Leck meinen haarigst-haarigen Arsch. Leck meinen unglaublich haarigen Arsch. Leck. What the fuck is this? Okay, there we go. That's fucking crispy. There we go. 440 Hertz. But we are going to, hang on, 440 Hertz is this. We're gonna go lower. We're gonna go, here. So 220 Hertz. 220 Hertz. Okay. No, you fuck absolutely off. All of you fucking bitch. You fuck off. Okay, that's gonna be 220 Hertz. Then B is whatever the fucking hell this shit is. Then C. This here. Suppose I can take this and put it here because it appears here again. Take this as well. Not that that would really be necessary. Okay, I need D and G. G is this air. Those are the frequencies in hertz, in case you hadn't copped onto that. So, this is the lick. This is the individual notes, A, B, C, D, B, G, A, and those are the corresponding frequencies. 220 Hertz, 246.942, 261, 220 Hertz. Okay. This fucking makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, I gotta chop the recording here, so just a second. Okay, welcome back. So now we're here in Audacity, and I've got the list of frequencies that we just made. I got them up top. And now comes the funny part. What we are now going to do is, instead of, like, what you could do is create a note, let's say 0.1 seconds, I suppose. Then go here, create the next note as this, and then create the next note. We're creating single notes. This is not how music is meant to be made. Oh yay, oh yay. And then we'll be like, slower. Still too fucking. Who cares? We could do it that way. But we are going to do something much more interesting, which is, as I've said before, ghost notes. So what we are going to do instead of this bullshit, what we are going to do is second track, and we will create two notes with very high frequencies, and the difference between those two frequencies is going to be the frequency of the note that we want. So I think it might not show the window, just like in Tux Guitar, which is fucking bullshit, but I got a little window open now that's asking me which frequency and for how long. So what I'm gonna do is half a second, frequency, let's say 15,000 hertz. Yeah. Ow. I think that is too high. Let's whatever. Okay, let's say 9,000 hertz. Ouch. Still painful, but whatever. Now I go to this other track, and then I need to create a note which has, like that, the top one is 9,000 hertz, so the bottom one needs to be differing by 220 hertz. So let's say 8,780 hertz. Now, what the fuck does that sound like? It sounds like whatever the fuck you hear when you go to hell. Okay? But bear with me. Bear with me. Now the next note, erzeugen, Klang, whatever. I'm gonna erzeug another one. Let's say, you know what? The same one as below there. And now here, erzeugen, Klang. One that is what we're doing now, because we're now creating the B. The first bit there is the A. Now we're creating the B. So we got two notes, and they need to be 246.942 hertz apart, which would be this here, if I'm not mistaken. So it's okay. I heard the ghost note. Now these notes here that you actually hear, they're painful. Unfortunately, they're just painful. There's not really something we can do about that. So, what the fuck? Nothing. Oh, whatever. Going to create that same frequency again. Okay, there we go. And now, erzeugen Klang, a frequency that is 261.626 hertz apart from this. And because I can't be fucked to calculate that myself, I'm gonna pull up the calculator here. I think you are not going to be able to see it, but that doesn't really matter. I'm just typing in 9,026.942 242 hertz minus 261 point whatever, and we get 8765.316. There we go. Create. And now this is just fucking terrible noise. Nobody wants to hear that shit, right? But if you listen carefully, way down below you can actually hear the first 3 notes of the lick. So, oops. So basically these 3 notes here. So okay, not gonna go that far down the rabbit hole. However, our next note, erzeugen Klang, blah 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 blah. Here, erzeugen. Now we're going to take that frequency, this, plus our next difference in frequency, which is 293.665. Punching that into the calculator again. Then we get whatever this shit is. Ow. Painful. But sometimes to create art you gotta suffer. Now, next one. So this needs to be twice as long. So that's going to be 1 second instead of half a second. And what does be the frequency? Is this minus 246 point that. By the way, I wasn't sure whether this was gonna work. I thought maybe I would just do something wrong and it would all go to shit. But it kinda seems to be working, doesn't it? Okay, however, nope, you're gonna wait. I'll create another one, whatever, 0.5 seconds long. There we go. Change track, create, and take this frequency, punch it in here. Now we want the G, so we're going to do plus 159.998 hertz. We get 9008 point, kiss my ass, there we go. And then at the end, erzeugen Klang, let's see, 6 times as long, 6 times half a second is 3 seconds. Okay. And erzeugen Klang, blah, 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 whatever. Take that, minus 220, I could have done that in my head, but who the fuck gives a fuck. Now, we're finished. This is the lick. The lick in Ghost Notes. If you play this track on its own, it's just a bunch of disgusting, evil, hellish sounding noises. And same goes for this track here. But, if you try and listen to the Ghost Notes, they're very, very, very down below. Like, this should be this frequency. Try and listen for them. I don't know about you, but I heard them. And I find that fascinating. Painful for the ears, but fascinating nonetheless. Now, what I'm not gonna do now, but what one could do is, instead of, if you look at the first note here, this A, these were 900 hertz and this was 8780. Instead of doing that for the whole duration of the note, one could have all kinds of different notes play in this track, and in this track play all kinds of different notes that were all 220 hertz apart from the ones in the upper thingamajig. And what you would hear then is basically just white noise, terrible sounding shit. But you could still hear this lick melody down below. This. Oops. How about you fuck yourself? This tool of creating music is not really useful. It's very niche. You're not gonna find that in too many songs, and it's very difficult to incorporate. Mostly because these notes, they are so grating. It hurts my little ear hole, boys. But one could do it, theoretically. But the main appeal of this is a theoretical one. It's just interesting and fascinating because these low notes, which you hear, they don't actually exist. Your brain creates them, right? Because the speakers play the two main notes at the same time and nothing else. The speakers don't play a note with 220 hertz. They don't. And when your brain hears these two notes, your brain knows they are 220 hertz apart. Like it doesn't consciously know that, but it kind of subconsciously knows that. And then it creates for you in your ear this 220 note tone. Now if you were to play this to recording software or something and have the recording software decipher what notes that are, it would just come up with bullshit because the recording software is not capable of hearing that 220 hertz A that we created, unless you specifically tell it to. Because what it can do is find out what the other two frequencies are, and then find out that, oh, look at this, the difference between these two frequencies is 220 hertz, and that's an A. It can do that, but you'd have to specifically tell it. You'd have to specifically tell it to do that. It can't just hear these fucking terrible high squeaky noises and be like, someone is trying to make ghost notes. Better check what the difference between the frequencies is. Frequencies. Can't talk. Yeah. And I guess that would do it. I'm just gonna turn this phone around here for a second. I'm gonna put this here. Are you gonna fall over? No, perfect. So yeah. That concludes my lesson on how to construct music with ghost notes. Now that was just a lick, was just an example, but theoretically you could create an entire song like that. Yeah, this took way longer than it should have. I could have streamlined this much more, but this way you got the entire fucking process and not just the end result, which I find to be possibly interesting. If this did interest you, why not click the like button? Show me that it interested you and that you maybe even learned something. If it did not interest you and you disliked this, I can find out where you live. If you want to see more shit like this and have your ears pierced, not in the, earring kind of way, but in the... Is this unloaded? Always double check whether your weapon is unloaded before you stick it into your ear and fire it off. That was more intense than I expected. Ouch. I shouldn't have done that. Don't try that at home. Okay, it's wearing off, it's fine. If you want to have your ears pierced in that terrible way, subscribe. There's a subscribe button below the video. It's somewhere there. Somewhere there. It's red if you have not yet subscribed. Press the like or the dislike button according to whether you like or dislike this. Anything else? Yeah, you can support me on Patreon. Give me some money for the hearing aid that I'm probably gonna need after doing that. And watch my other videos as well, otherwise I'm going to come to your house and murder you. Unless you live at a place which I don't know. Which probably applies to most people. Yeah, who cares? Okay. However, I thank all thee for watching. And yeah, I guess you can fuck off now. I was a bit scared for my eardrum there for a second. I thought I might have ruptured it, but it's fine. I can hear fine. The pain is gone. It was a bit painful for a second, but now it's fine, so I'm probably going to be fine. Video's over, you can leave. The fuck you still here for? Fuck off. Oh wait, you're waiting for the pick drop. I almost forgot.